Hey guys, skimming off the grid here. We are at Flix Brewhouse right here in Des Moines, Iowa. Get ready to enjoy some local brews and watch Toy Story 4. But before we do, we want to talk about something. Our top 5 favorite Disney games of all time. What are we drinking today?
We're drinking Quadzilla. It's a barrel-aged quad ale brewed right here at Flix Brewhouse.
All right, this is going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and stay tuned to this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
What's going on, guys? It's Smash JT, and you are watching one of my favorite channels in all of YouTube, Gaming Off the Grid. Hey guys, take it away.
All right, here we go. We're at Flix Brewhouse in Des Moines. It's almost Toy Story 4 time, but we got to figure out our top 5 Disney games of all time. So let's just jump right into it. Then we'll talk about this place a little bit towards the back end of the episode. Number 5 is one of Robert's favorite childhood games. Take it away, my friend.
Yes, Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. Man, this game is so sweet. We did an entire episode just on this game. That's how sweet it is. It's a skateboarding game built on the same engine as like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, which is so cool. So you skate like Tony Hawk, but you're Woody. Or you play as like Timon and Pumbaa, or you can play as Tarzan. Like, it's really cool. There's like 3 different worlds you can skate in, or you can skate as a human, but that's not fun. Who doesn't want to skate as Woody? Woody's like the best character.
I gotta be honest, this was, probably mid-life cycle of our channel. This is a little bit before I realized that he was insane. And I was like, there's no way this is a good game. And he's like, no, dude, it's a great game. And I wanted to hate it so bad, but it's so damn much fun. It's the 2-player aspect is a lot of fun. The challenges, I think this game really shines when you are playing in the Toy Story, like Andy's room.
Yes, that is the first world. The Lion King and the Tarzan worlds are cool, but
they kind of feel tacked on to me.
Yeah, they do.
This game, at its core, like you said, Tony Hawk Pro Skater meets the Disney universe. You cannot go wrong. Everybody knows those first 4 Tony Hawk games are killer, and this game feels a lot like this, so it's a ton of fun, and it's a great pick to be on this list.
And it's developed by Toys for Bob, which, Spyro, ever heard of it?
So probably not. Nobody's heard of that. But anyways, we're gonna move right into number 4, and this actually is a game that was in a recent episode that is fairly new to us.
Yes, but we cannot stop playing it.
Yeah, Toy Story 3, and in particular the one on PS3, because you can play as Zurg in that.
Yes, and it's so cool because Zurg is a badass.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that
he's
right now.
something.
Oh, you don't like him?
I mean,
I think he's scared of him. That's why.
That's probably it. But this game is so much fun.
And the visuals are so great. We talked about it a lot more in our other top 5 that we did. It's probably the best Toy Story game out so far, I would say. And it's awesome.
And that's a strong statement because we before we went into that list for that episode, I was like, dude, Toy Story on Super Nintendo or Toy Story 2 on PlayStation. Like those
are the cream of the crop, but not no more.
Yeah, I think Toy Story 3. It may be the flavor of the month, but I think it's going to be the flavor for a long time. So we really like that game. So we're going to jump into number 3, and this is a painful one for me. Aladdin on the Sega Genesis.
Yes, because there's 2 different versions.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo one is the one I grew up with, and that's what I want to be on this list. And I'm gonna ruffle some tail feathers here, but after going back and playing them, we feel the Genesis one is the stronger of the 2 entries. They're both great, but Aladdin on the Sega Genesis is phenomenal.
Well, here's the weird part is the Genesis version was developed by Virgin Games, and then the Super Nintendo version was developed by Capcom. And we think the Sega Genesis version is better, so Capcom, what did you do?
Yeah, who knows? And the thing is, that Super Nintendo game, I love it. I truly love it. And, Brian, who's been on our channel before, he's one of those Sega kids, who's like, everything Sega's better than Nintendo, does what Nintendo, that type of stuff. And he used to tell me that this game's better than I think I used to argue with him about it, but dude, he's right. Like, it's marginal, but it's a better game.
And speaking of Aladdin, the new Aladdin movie came out, and Will Smith is Genie. No thanks. I'd rather have Will Smith as my Fresh Prince, not my Genie. Just gonna say that now.
Of course he would. But anyways, it's time for number 2, a classic Nintendo Entertainment System game. DuckTales by Capcom.
Man, this game is incredible. Capcom did it right this time with this game. The way it plays, it's like a non-linear, really unique platformer. One of your main attacks is like jumping on a cane. When have you ever seen that? Oh, Shovel Knight, baby? Yeah. But that's a new game.
Yeah, so it's a very unique mechanic, and going back to it for someone who didn't grow up with this game, it is kind of tough to catch on to, so give it a little bit of time.
It's really tough.
It's also worth noting there's a remastered version of this game, which kind of lowers that barrier of entry for anybody who doesn't have the old NES laying around. And it's a pretty good remaster.
It's a really sweet remaster, and what's cool about the remaster is it includes 2 extra levels that were not in the original game, so That's hard to beat.
Yeah, it's a great game nonetheless. Both versions are good. We prefer the NES version, but holy cow, DuckTales, first off, an amazing cartoon. And then
so
the games are just incredible. So that's our number 2 game. With that being said, number 1 has to be great, but guess what? It's Sylvester Stallone time. Time for a little cliffhanger. It's beer time. What do you think of this Quadzilla? It's a quadruple ale.
Yeah, it's a quadruple barrel-aged ale. It's really good. I haven't had a quad in a while, so I didn't know what to expect, and wow, this is really good. It was aged for 8 months in bourbon barrels, and you can kind of taste that bourbon taste, but it's really smooth. So like if you're not a fan of bourbon, you would still enjoy this.
Very fruit forward beer for a quad, and you know, picking up that barrel note as well, but a lot of dark fruit, the plums coming
raisins.
through.
I think there's dates in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of dates, I need one bad.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This beer is fantastic, and I gotta be honest, coming into this, I'd only tried Flix's flagship beers, and it's been a while. And I was kind of like, you know, they're okay, I didn't love them, but they have a lot of autonomy at the local independent level. So there's 7 locations, they have common beers at all of them, but they also have the autonomy to brew their own beers, and this place rotates them out monthly. So this is like a limited time, fly in here, get it while you can, and it's a really good quad, and probably one of the better quads I've had in the last couple of years.
And that's saying something coming from a movie theater. Like, that's crazy that they brew their own beer here. That's awesome. It's so good.
Great beer, great people. The lead brewer, Jack, and then Caitlin, who's working behind the bar, have been fantastic. So great experience at Flix
Yeah,
Brewhouse.
great hospitality just all around. Flix is the place to be.
Yeah, Flix is the place to be. But anyways, yeah, we love it here, and we got a movie to catch. So before we do, we got to talk about the number 1 game. I'm gonna let you take it away because it's one of your favorite games of all time.
Yes, our number 1 Disney game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. You thought I was gonna say 3? No, 2. 3 is good, I'll give it that. I was so excited when it came out, and I still play 3 all the time. But 2, I have that nostalgia. It's for the PS2, and I'm not a huge fan of RPGs, so why would I like Kingdom Hearts? I don't know, but this is one RPG that I love.
And I didn't really grow up with the game. I'm a big fan of Square Enix, and they did it right with this game. I was more of a JRPG kid, and then when they kind of went beyond Final Fantasy VII, I've got very little experience. But after I met you, I had to revisit the series because you love it so much. And holy cow, what an awesome game. To marry some of the best Disney characters of all time with Square Enix, it's a recipe for success.
So cool.
Yeah.
You play as Sora, Sora the Explorer? But you play as Sora, and then your sidekicks are Goofy and Donald, which are 2 iconic Disney characters, and you fight with a giant key. It's badass.
Yeah.
This game is incredible.
There you have it. That is our top 5 favorite Disney video games of all time. And holy hell, it's almost showtime. It's time for Toy Story 4. We got to get going. And keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
I'm just going to sit here and drink beer by myself like usual.
Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. We are at Flix Brewhouse. Brewhoo. All right. But before we do, there's something we got to talk about, and that is our top 5 favorite
Favorite foods. Not my favorite foods.
All right. Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. We are at Flix Brewhouse right here in Des Moines, Iowa. Getting ready to. Why can't I say enjoy? I can't say enjoy.
Enjoy.
Okay.
2 words. Enjoy.
All right. Almond joy.
I will.
I'd eat one right now.